All right, you saw the title. 5 things you're doing to improve your acne that's actually making it way worse. And I guarantee you're doing at least one of these things, because when my acne was at its worst, I was pretty much doing all these things because I was desperate. But I'm telling you, these make it worse, and I'm gonna explain exactly why. Let's just get into it. All right, number 1 is obsessively washing your face, thinking that washing your face more often is going to clean your face more. This is a mistake that I think a lot of people who are newer with acne make a lot, because it just makes sense, right? In your mind, you think that acne is because you're dirty, which it's not. That is a terrible myth that is really, really rude and mean, but it's not true that washing your face more often is gonna improve your acne. In reality, the dirt and toxins and different things that land on your face throughout the day, you really only need to cleanse them off your face once a day. And if you're doing it more often, not only are you stripping all the natural oils off your face, which is telling your body to produce more, but also you are actually irritating your face by all of that scrubbing, all those different chemicals, all that different stuff that, if you have sensitive skin, is just gonna send your skin into a tirade of more irritation and more acne. So, how often should you wash your face? The answer is pretty simple. Really, in my opinion, you should only cleanse it once a day, so like using an actual cleanser. And I would say that would be something that you want to do at the end of the day. And of course, you're gonna take a shower probably. Maybe you actually get some water on your face in the morning, whatever it is. I would say it's okay to get water on your face twice a day, and one of those times is with the cleanser at night. Okay, number 2, and this one is especially for people with really oily faces, using a product to dry your face out. Now, this makes sense when you just first think of it, right? Because you're like, I have a lot of oil on my face, I have a very greasy face, I have a lot of acne, so I wanna get rid of that oil that is going to help me to have less pimples. It makes sense when you first think of it, but it's actually one of the worst things that you can do. Now, I'm talking about those Aztec clay masks, I'm talking about those activated charcoal masks, those tea masks, anything that you put on your face, and then after you hold it on there for 5-10 minutes, it dries up really tight, it cracks, you wash it off, and you feel like your face is like really dry and really tight, and it feels good. You're like, oh, this feels great, I'm definitely gonna have less acne. But actually, the exact opposite happens. Your face says, whoa, where is the sebum oil that we produce? There's none. We need that sebum oil, so we're now going to turn the production up, and you're gonna produce twice as much of that oil. And if you are predisposed to having acne, that oil being produced twice as much is going to create twice as many pimples, because you are going to clog pores, and you have twice as much of that goo that's going into those pores. So you absolutely don't want to do that. And honestly, in my opinion, there's really never a point ever that you should use any of those products. It's just not useful. They just feel good. It's kind of a placebo thing. Now, number 3, this is one that I'm sure all of us have done. Stop using scrubs. Stop using mechanical exfoliation. So you probably have heard of St. Ives apricot scrub. Basically, the idea is that there's these micro whatever, like you've heard of the micro beads, or there's micro pieces of stone or apricot or walnut or whatever it is. And the idea is that you are going to rub that into your face. It's basically going to try and take off that top layer of dead skin cells. That's what it's marketed as. And the idea is that when you take off that dead skin off of your face, those dead skin particles are no longer going to clog your pores. And also, I think a lot of people feel like it's like cleaning their face. They're like rubbing the acne off their face. This is so bad for your skin. It's been shown in scientific studies, not to get too technical, that this is actually more damaging to your face, can actually cause deep scarring in the future, especially the more, rough you are with your skin and the more often you use these products. Actually, in these studies, it's been shown that chemical exfoliations do what you are trying to do. It actually gets rid of that top layer of dead skin cells, helps you produce new skin cells with elastin and collagen, which helps with acne scarring, and it doesn't cause scarring, especially uneven scarring, because there's no little imperfect pieces of material or rock that you are scrubbing into your face. So you should use something like an alpha hydroxy acid, like for example, Banish has a pumpkin enzyme mask that I use about once a week or once every other week. That's an excellent thing to do for mild to moderate acne. Alpha hydroxy acids are great for mild to moderate acne, and it's great for acne scarring. But mechanical exfoliation is terrible and absolutely absolutely is a product of the past that nobody should be using and is not suggested by dermatologists. Stay away from those. All right, now number 4, switching products too often and not giving them enough time to find out if they're working for you. I think this is something, again, that we're all guilty of, because especially when you have acne and you want to get rid of it and you're desperate, you're willing to try anything. But honestly, like, let's be honest, we don't have a lot of patience. We want to get rid of it as fast as possible and we will try anything. But a lot of times what this means is that we will jump from one product to the next product to the next product really, really quickly. Sometimes every couple of days, sometimes once a week. But this is really bad because of a few things. One of the most important things is that when you use a new product, when you use a new ingredient on your skin, there's an acclimation period for your skin. The acclimation period is basically your skin is all of a sudden introduced to an exogenous ingredient, something just that it's not experienced before, and it's going to react in a certain way. You'll see a lot of people talk about an initial breakout phase when it comes to different products, when it comes to like isotretinoin or like Differin gel, or even when people are using Accutane. Your body needs to adjust to a new thing, and so a lot of times when you use a new product, for the first week or two, your skin will actually get worse because it has to get used to this new product. So if you're switching every week or every 2 weeks, you don't even have time to get through the acclimation period and then see what your skin's going to do once it's done with that and you're using it for the 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th week. You really, really need to give your skin the time and the patience to actually get used to a new routine and see if it's useful. And then you can tweak something small and then try again for a few weeks and see what the changes are. And slowly you can modify your routine until you find the exact perfect things that work for you. But switching it all the time, no bueno. Okay, now we're at the last one, the 5th one, but stick around because I have some extra tips I want to talk to you about at the end of this video. But number 5 is using too many different products. Now again, if you're desperate to get rid of your acne, you're gonna try not only anything, so you'll be trying different things all the time, but you're also gonna say, ooh, I've read good studies about this, or I've heard good things about this in videos. I'm gonna add this product. Ooh, and I've also heard that a toner is really good. I'm gonna add that product. And I really heard that there's a good morning cleanser. I'm gonna get that, and a night cleanser and that. I'm gonna use a chemical exfoliation and that. I'm gonna use a retinoid. Get too excited. Retinoid, and I'm gonna use all these different things, right? And it feels like, it's like when you get into fitness and you start using every supplement in the world, it feels like the more the better. But I'm telling you, the less, the better. The more simple you can make your skincare routine, the more your skin is going to be happy, because your skin is sensitive. It is soft. It does not do well with being stripped over and over. Your skin has a natural pH barrier and it has natural oils, sebum that your body produces. And when you use all these different products, you interrupt that cycle and you strip those oils off and your face feels unnatural. Not to mention when you're using a lot of different products, again, a lot of them aren't super sensitive. A lot of them have a lot of different chemicals, some of them very harsh. So think about it, if your face is sensitive and you're constantly barraging it with different things, it's gonna break out. Because I don't know if you know this, but a lot of breakouts are just from irritation. And if you don't give your skin time to breathe, it is going to suffer. And I'm telling you, even though you've seen this product and it swears that it can spot reduce acne, or you've heard this one is really good at just a whole mask, a peel mask that takes off acne, your skin is going to want to have time to just be normal. And so the less products that you can use, the better. So I was reading comments on my channel recently last week, and this hit me like a lightning rod. I realized a lot of people are overdoing stuff, and a lot of people are doing things that they think are good for their skin that aren't. So I wanted to make this just to really quickly dispel 5 things that we all think are really good for acne, but are definitely not. Again, the more simple you can make it and just using the ingredients and products that work without overdoing it, the happier skin is going to be. Now, if you're sitting there and you feel even more confused because you're like, what products should I actually use? If you want to use the products that I use the Banish skincare line. It is really, really good for mild to moderate acne. So if you have super severe acne, if you have very large cystic nodular acne, this is not the brand for you. But if you have mild to moderate acne, you have blackheads, little pimples, that kind of stuff, definitely this is really, really good. It includes a lot of the things that I was talking about in this video. And it's also fantastic for most type of acne scarring and skin texture. So it's got chemical exfoliants like the alpha hydroxy hydroxy acid. It's got vitamin C, which is great for reproducing elastin and collagen. It's got a fantastic cleanser that's natural and very mild, so you aren't getting those harsh chemicals, all that stuff. So if you want to check that out, you can use my code. It's Brian5. It gets you $5 off your order. It's really, really solid products. I highly recommend these. I use them myself. I use them for over 2 years now, and I've seen a huge improvement in my acne scarring. Okay, so I hope that was helpful for you. Also, I just want you to know, all that footage you just saw of me putting different stuff on my face, I did that all just now, right before I filmed this video, and my face is so dry and so irritated right now. So give me credit. I did it for you because I felt like it would be better for the visualization. But you should definitely not cleanse your face like 6 times. I need like 3 batches of moisturizer now. My skin is not happy. I'm sorry, skin. I didn't mean to do this to you. I just needed to make a good video. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any tips that you think would be helpful for other people, don't be lazy. Put them in the comments below. It helps the whole community. Put them down there. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, because I put out a new video every single Sunday. And remember, you are not alone. You are beautiful, and you're part of Team Acne. I'll see you sexy, beautiful skin bosses in the very next video. Peace.